The general foundation of Rude Rock Strength is what we've termed to be restorative strength training. And with restorative based strength training, the general fundamental principle of this is to basically uplift from the bottom, elevate your floor as opposed to trying to raise your ceiling. What that means is that everybody has some sort of deficit, weakness, whether it be an acute injury or chronic development of multiple things, or whether it be more prospectively with sports performance or for Olympic weightlifting competitions. We are trying to identify where those weak links reside and then what we can do to amend those or to help you have better understanding of how to accommodate your movements based on what you present.
I'm the Olympic weightlifting specialist. So I work with both competitive and non-competitive athletes. There are a lot of people who just simply enjoy Olympic weightlifting. They enjoy the training. They enjoy whether it's a strict Olympic weightlifting program or they want some type of generalized strength and conditioning program that incorporates the Olympic lifts. There is a large demographic that loves to train and train hard, but just doesn't understand or know what necessarily to do. And that's what I'm here for. So whether it's, incorporating the Olympic lifts from a competitive standpoint or just for fun or simply learning how to strength train because you want to get after it in the gym, that's what I'm here for. That's as far as the adults go. And then as far as the kids go, I run a youth weightlifting program, and then I also program and coach the junior weightlifters at our facility in Virginia Beach, and have worked to develop a robust national team of youth and junior athletes. So I've been a national coach for about 3 or 4 years at this point. Every year we get a little bit bigger, and it's really exciting to see these kids kind of take it to the next level and jump on that national stage and perform. So all things Olympic weightlifting, I'm your girl.
My name is Jeremy, and I kind of fill in the gaps here with everyone's training and recovery. By trade, I'm an athletic trainer, ATC, so not to be confused by a personal trainer. So certified healthcare professional, trained in recognizing and diagnosing orthopedic injury and illness. So I think my role in Rude Rock is kind of an extension of them and also extension of just my background. So right now I just kind of broke into the military setting, but most of my experience comes from collegiate sports. As mostly an athletic trainer and a little bit of a strength and conditioning coach. So I'm here to basically, if you guys seen the restorative strength training YouTube presentation, go check that out. I'm kind of more I focus on the pillar of wellness and the tissue quality portion of all those pillars we talk about in that presentation. So anything from, say, you're on the verge of injury or you're kind of dealing with some nagging injury that's been hindering you from any kind of lifting or competition of that nature, I'm the guy to kind of get those kind of rehab programs kind of in place for anyone working with these two, even remotely. So things like dry needling, cupping, soft tissue work, all those kind of modalities. It's kind of in my wheelhouse just to, again, we're thinking about restoration here. We're thinking about how to recover for the next workout. We're thinking about, the week to come for whatever programming is in the upcoming week. So anything restorative based in that regard, in terms of rehabilitation, straight up rehab for any joints or injuries you've had in the past that you can't seem to shake off, and kind of anything else in between.
So obviously our end goal is to be able to attack from all different angles. And with that, we provide a couple of different services or a couple of different ways that you can train with us. So we do offer one-on-one coaching with any of the three of us, in which that is entirely remote based, but it is individualized coaching. We also then have our flagship program, our Rude Rock Remote Group, which has grown beautifully over the last year and has continued to improve on our end for sure. but that is effectively, it is a remote small group training atmosphere. We work across multiple modalities and multiple spectrums throughout the annual year. The programming is obviously continuous and it is progressive. It isn't a tailor-made, but it is a highly adaptive programming system that fits just about anybody's needs. And then lastly, we have our restorative or our recovery package exclusively to itself, which is something that we're really excited to be recently adding as well. And I'll let Jeremy talk more on that in a sec. But in addition to the training and the coaching opportunities, we're also very, very passionate about the content production and essentially just the information sharing. So one thing that you can always guarantee to have from us is a robust amount of articles and webinars and short videos and these kinds of things. Always make sure you're checking up on our articles and our archives and YouTube channels and all these other channels. And you're probably better to speak on that anyhow. All the million different places you have to reach us now.
Well, actually, I'll let you talk about our recovery package and then we'll circle back to where you can find us.
So kind of the full recovery package here, what we're doing a lot with our athletes on Saturdays, you get a quick workout, fill out that workout for an hour, and then with the full kind of recovery package after the workout, your session starts with me. So again, we're not cutting any corners here. You're getting kind of your restorative based workout and then hitting recovery hard right after the workout. Also, even if you don't get the full package, we do offer just individual, one-on-one sessions with me, kind of like a la carte, whether you want to kind of just drop in, if you need some dry needling or soft tissue work, things of that nature, we definitely have that. Or if you just feel like you need just the restorative piece with me, there's definitely that as well.
We are really committed to what we do. We love what we do. So if you're somebody who has had trouble with even just generating consistency and sustainability with training, let us help you out. Our motto for Rude Rock Remote is, you sweat, we think. Let us take the thinking piece out of what you're doing. And just remember too, you don't know what you don't know. So if you're somebody who doesn't necessarily study this shit, you don't really know anything beyond what you like to do in your routine gym sessions. It's never a bad idea to just kind of shake things up once in a while too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's important to note too, it's great when we have athletes that are local that can come in and work with us specifically, but for our online platform, as Dan kind of alluded to with remote, but even in our one-on-one individualized online programming, it's never just here's an email with your program and good luck. We're in constant communication with our athletes, especially, speaking more for myself on the Olympic weightlifting side. I do a ton of video analysis and video feedback for all of my athletes.
We're committed to principles. So in that, we're going to always do what we can to modify things as they need to be, or help you to autonomize your training so that you can make those discretions and adjustments as you're training, so that you can have something that is challenging, it's invigorating, it's stimulating, it's effective, which is also an important part of it. But you're not just jamming a square peg into a round hole over and over again because you think you have to bench press, deadlift, and back squat. It's more adaptive or versatile than that. So really, just to kind of speak for myself on this one, I think that it's important, whether you're a high level athlete or you're a recreational athlete, to have a very keen understanding of your body and how your body works and reacts and adapts to things. And then understanding how to make slight adjustments to training parameters and exercise selections and things like that. So a big principle of mine is to educate the athletes that I'm working with, whether that's in person or in a remote setting. In addition to that, I'm highly committed to building a strength foundation and then working on filling in the gaps from there. If it's more on the athlete side, we can replace strength with power and speed. But case in point, whether it's, again, pretty much across the entire spectrum, there are certain things that we have proven to be conclusively beneficial for the human body. Those things just need to be fluctuated up and down depending on who the person is or what it is they do. So everything then becomes specific to you or your sport or your goals based on adjusting these parameters. And that's really it.
So if you're interested in learning more about us and where you can find us, we have a library of free content on our YouTube channel, Rude Rock Strength. everything from webinars to exercise demos, technique breakdowns, everything, exercise
prepping.
ideas, meal prep tips. All of these weekly performance talks that we do are all up there. So they're all there for you to access and find. You can also find our ebooks on our website, Rude Strength. We have a variety of free content, but we also have our Restorative Strength ebook series that you can find there as well.
Over 2,000 downloads on 2 of the 3.
There are over 2,000 downloads on 2 of the 3.
Who's counting?
And then lastly, follow us on our Instagram page. We're constantly putting up videos of our own training, samples of what Rude Rock Remote looks like, highlighting our own athletes and things like that. So head over there and check it out. Our handle is @Rude Rock Strength.